And we're back, motherfuckers. Back again. Once again. The last time. Hitting buttons like a motherfucker. Because this is definitely not the 5th time we've shot this intro.
We shouldn't have fired our Dale.
Dale needs to come back to us and help us out at the Endgame Show live on twitch.tv/constant as well as bit.ly/ANNDGM. Yes, YT. Yeah, we're sounding great. We're sounding good.
Cool.
We had an audio check, making sure, because we had way too many issues. Would you call them issues or my fuck ups? Which one would you call it? Because I don't care at this point.
Issues. The internet went out.
I say they're my
weird.
fuck ups.
I think the internet going out was like the first domino.
Was that the first sign of God? My internet going out. Are they trying to tell me that this is not my calling? This is not me.
Fucking God.
Garrett, you're not yourself. You're not being yourself anymore, Garrett.
What's going on, guys? If you already didn't know, this is an Endgame Show. We talk about video games, our opinions on them.
42.
What?
Episode 42.
Yeah,
That's
42?
impressive to me. I mean, I'm excited. I'm stoked.
42.
It sounds like I see dead people. 42. Also, the number of Jackie Robinson. Right?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Because you pointed up, and I was like, "Oh, this is wrong." I'm immediately offending somebody. So, as we start the game show that we run by the names of the Endgame Show, I just want to throw it out there that my name's Garrett at Yogurt, YOGRTT, and to my left is the guy of the hour, the man of the myth, of the legends, of the feelings, of the hidden temples.
Whoa.
What you got?
What's up? I'm Alex. I got him.
Dude, you still look at me every single time like this is the first time that I'm going to throw it to you to plug yourself.
I want like the Pride of Long Island. Like
Oh, okay.
Something like that.
I just said you're the legend of the hidden temples.
I like that.
Alex, the legend of the hidden temples.
That shit's funny. I am the legend.
Alex Mesina.
Alex, my name is Alex. How you guys doing?
I'm going to give him a moment to respond.
Awesome. Good to know. Garrett.
Can I start the show?
Start the motherfucking
what I always
show.
do. This week, new releases for the world of video games. Should we really start closed captioning this with our fingers, or because I did not study?
No.
I did not translate the teleprompter script.
We'll probably do something that's probably effective.
Okay. And for anyone who really thought that was all teleprompter scripted, this is never going to be a show where we can fumble together. I think even if we did have a script, we couldn't stick with it. I've been on shows with scripts, and it's not
It's
fun.
just so fake.
It is fake. I mean, up until a certain point, you all know it isn't scripted, though. This fine piece of paper, which lets y'all know that GameFlyOffer.com/AndGames is the only place where you should be renting games from. Get yourself 1 free month, 1 free trial, 1 free game that month. It gets shipped out immediately to you. It also comes with an envelope that you can return it as well back to GameFly, no questions asked. But yeah, if you go on over to GameFlyOffer.com/AndGames, you will support this show as well as help us out by helping you out by getting yourself 1 free game. GameFly has over 8,000 new releases and classics available for rent on Xbox One, PlayStation 4, PlayStation 3, Xbox 360, the Wii U, PlayStation motherfucking Vita, and the 3DS. There's never any late fees, never any due date. Just send it back when you want it or don't want it, and then request a new one when you do want that. But yeah, GameFlyOffer.com/AndGames gets you 1 free month, 1 free game, 1 free trial. No questions asked. Cancel at any time. GameFlyOffer.com/AndGames. Now that that's out of the way, Alex, something that is now not scripted, so if there's anything vulgar or offensive or just not put out correctly, we did not write this prior.
I like that offensive.
It's a little.
You don't give a fuck.
Yeah, we don't.
I mean,
we're going to tell you how we feel.
To an extent, but...
Did you see, you threw out the Pride of Long Island. Did you see Colin Moriarty? You know that guy? Yeah. Colin Moriarty. Did you see his tweets this week about gaming? He's been tweeting a little bit more about gaming. And someone was just like, oh, is this like, he tweeted something. And someone was like, oh, is this a chance that you're coming back, man, to gaming? And he just goes, He goes like, nah, not really. Like, if the time's right, I'll come back. And then the kid's like, oh, man, I really wanted to come back or something. He said, he's like, I loved a gritty voice that would just be honest. And then he goes, yeah, gaming industry is just full of a bunch of pussies. And then we're not trying to be one of those pussies. Like, he's basically just saying that, like, everyone sugarcoats a lot of shit. I don't know if he exactly said pussies, but he said wussies or some shit.
Oh, I love it anyway.
I think if he said pussies, Damon Hatfield would have slaughtered his face. Like, they would have all been in his DMs. It would have been bad news. I love IGN drama. It's such a weird drama, but like it does exist. It's out there. So, but fuck that. This is the Endgame Show, and I'm bringing you the new releases with Gert at YoGert, YoGRTT. On PS4 we have Shadow Tactics: Blades of Shogun, Dino Frontier, Patapon Remastered, Castle Storm: Virtual Reality, and Sundered. Xbox One
came out.
Sundered came out.
Really?
Yep. On July 28th. Castle Storm was on August 1st. Patapon was on August 1st. Dino Frontier was on August 1st, as well as Shadow Tactics was on August 1st. Would you assume that was a day a lot of games came out, Alex?
I think so. All
right. I'm just clarifying. Out on the 2nd, which is to yesterday, was Tacoma on Xbox One. Shadow Built. Super Cloud Built. This is a hard title to read on paper. Super Cloud Built.
So super, yeah.
you know, it stumbles you, especially after reading Shadow Frontier. Look it up. Cloud Built is one word, but it's not a word. Don't let them fool you. They can't fool you. Out on July 28th, as well as, we'll throw this one in here, Unbox: Newbie's Adventure, which has an adorable piece of box art. July 26, 2017. Out on the Switch this week, we had Namco Museum, as well as Overcooked: Special Edition, and that is about it on the Switch. PC also saw Tacoma on the 1st. Redeemer, which was actually a day before Xbox One. For an Xbox One exclusive that you could actually say is an Xbox One exclusive, it came out a day early on PC. Don't you think that they have a little bit of a messaging problem there? Like at Xbox, like, would they say world premiere or Xbox World Premiere this year to like not have a Tomb Raider Rise of the Tomb Raider situation where it's like, oh, I thought this was only exclusive. Now it's on every fucking platform, and it's like, you can't be mad now because they're saying these weird words. But Tacoma isn't coming to PS4, which is really, really sad. The Redeemer also came out on PC on August 1st, as well as Centered on the 28th of July. Wii U, that thing's been dead since May. 3DS, hey Pikmin.
And Metopia.
Again, hey Pikmin.
Hey Pikmin.
Hey Pikmin. Because there's like the exclamation. You got to really get the phonetics, or people won't be able to find the game. So, hey Pikmin.
They come in my store. Hey, do you have Pikmin?
God damn it! This is the worst show I've ever been a part of. You think after 42 we'd have better jokes? We don't. It's the same old dad jokes.
Hey, I have a good joke.
I know. I'm sorry. We 3 episodes ago I told Alex he was funny. He's just now realizing that I lied. Damn! Punch me in the face.
It happens.
Hit me with the mic. This is me and Alex. You can't see it. It's underneath, but we are connected. We're conjoined. Just like this, actually.
I can't shit like that.
We don't have butts. We're just 2 torsos sewn together.
Throw up everything.
Yep. Also out on the 3DS is Metopia, as Alex explained, July 28th, 2017. PlayStation motherfucking beta. Boom, 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 boom. No games since June. I'm going to end it right there and give it back to Alex. What's your pick of the week, sir?
I'm going Sundered.
Sundered?
I have to. There's another game on there.
Interested. I do want to throw out Pyre came out recently on the PlayStation 4, and we're going to get into it. So I don't know if I think we mentioned it last week. I just hadn't got to it. But if I didn't and it came out late last week after the show, just know that Pyre is out on PlayStation 4, and we'll really give it some time later on. My pick for the week, though, is the one that I have played off of the list of games that I described, which is Overcooked: Special Edition on the Switch. It's fucking fun. The little controllers, the little Joy-Cons, though, are kind of hard to maneuver, and that game gets like super stressful, so I'm like sweating on these things, and like it's like holding like a little sweaty lizard. Like by the end of it, because you're just like, it's such a small controller and you just get sweaty palms.
Hey, why don't you get the Pro controller for $70?
Yeah, that's why, because it's $70. But yeah, my pick of the week, Overcooked. His pick of the week, Sundered. Let us know below what you think is your pick of the week, or not think, but know, and let us know why.
Why aren't you connected to the internet?
Well, until this show comes back, I want to let y'all know about a wonderful welcome kit Gamefly has prepared for us. Gamefly.com has over 8,000 new releases and classics available for rent on Xbox One, Xbox 360, PlayStation 4, PS3, PS Vita, Wii U, Wii, 3DS, as well as older systems. As a Gamefly member, you can rent as many consoles and handheld games as you want and get them delivered right to your mailbox for one low monthly fee. But if you go on over to GameflyOffer.com/andgames, you can get that fee waived and just get one free game that month and return it for free and then cancel your membership. If you do not want to, you can do that and we will still feel your support. We appreciate you. Love you. I'm trying to stall. Alex is there. But I do actually want to throw out there that Alex is ready to go. But go check out the Consultation Show. We just shot our first episode. We talk about Rick and Morty Season 3, UFC 214. We ranked the top Nicktoons from the 90s, which is pretty fucking cool. And Ruffum came by to talk about Comic-Con. He just came back last week or two, and he wanted to go into kind of what Comic-Con has become over the past few years and what Comic-Con is today, as well as what we kind of want it to be and what it should be for. A lot of good stuff in there. It's about a 2-hour-long podcast. If you're subscribed to the Consultation Podcast Network on audio services, you will find that in the same feed as the Endgame Show, as this very show, live on twitch.tv/consultation at 6 p.m. PST every single Wednesday, except for today, which is Thursday. But Consultation Show, we're going to break out the segments. So if you only want to hear about Rick and Morty, that's up actually right now as a segment. Tomorrow, I'll probably post a Nicktoons one, and then we'll get into some UFC bullshit, and then Comic-Con. I don't know. I'm not playing favorites, except for the fact that I like myself second most. Throw it back to Alex. We're back online, guys. We're having some database problems today. Like, we have these big servers in my room, but it's really just my mom's router.
All these big servers. You guys can't see them. Tacoma.
How'd I do?
Broke. You did excellent. Thank you so much.
No,
thank you
no
so
worries.
much. Cool. Actually, not thank you so much because your fucking internet is crazy and it doesn't think of its own.
Dude, it's fucked. It's like we get different routers and it still does the same problem.
Honestly,
we change companies.
I'm very surprised how your router can support so many devices at once.
It's pretty absurd.
It's insane.
It's pretty gross.
It's insane.
It's pretty gross because there's a lot going on in this house.
Shitload.
It's not even a joke. Like, Alex is completely being true. We have about 7 smart fridges in the kitchen. It's a lot going on. Like, most of the power is between the smart toaster and our 7 fridges. So if you ever been to a white folks home, you know.
All right, so Tacoma is the latest Xbox One exclusive to come out. It's sitting on average. What is on Metacritic? I'm sorry. Did you say? What
I did not get into the pick.
I think
it's sitting at a 70.
Yeah, so it's like it's that average score of it.
Dude, your tone totally changed.
What?
I didn't know the reviews. I didn't know that it was at a 70. I was so excited, and then the way you just present, you're like, yeah, it's gonna. I was like, oh man, I'm getting low on this game now for some reason. I haven't felt that at all. Please continue. I want to know what people are saying.
Well, I mean, this is from an article from Polygon. They did a review on it, and they gave it a 7, and that looks like the average of it. Let's see who. I'm trying to see who wrote it.
I'm gonna pull up some Reddit comments.
Yeah,
see what the people are saying.
I mean, this is a subject we should probably talk about just because Xbox doesn't have any
exclusives.
Man. You know, this is the only exclusive we got from them. Pretty soon we'll have Uncharted Legacy, Lost Legacy, a couple weeks here with the PS4. Tacoma review. This comes by Allegra Frank. Her review summary basically. I continue to think of Tacoma as a story first, but it's more than that. Clearly, it's an interactive experience, and that plays for and against it. The story is built out of the playback mechanic, which gives birth to the subtler suggestions of what's really going on with this station. But the playback system means there's a lot of talking to listen to and a lot of wireframes to stare at. For a game about an abandoned space station, Tacoma gave me plenty of company, but the moments where I had to reckon with being alone in space were the ones that stuck with me. And if you guys are not familiar with Tacoma, Tacoma is like, how would you describe it as? Like,
here's how it is. It's made by the developers Fulbright, which is Steve Gaynor and his wife, as well as a few other people, and they came onto the scene after leaving. I forget what the fuck he worked on, but he worked on something really cool. I believe. No, that's what he left to work on, but I believe he's the guy who made that BioShock DLC that people talked about a lot. I never played it, but it was BioShock 2 DLC, and it was like a solo thing, and it was like a 3-hour experience or whatever, and like people said that this little piece of DLC, like they would have paid $60 for that rather than playing BioShock 2. Like the people who are really into BioShock. If I remember correctly, let me know, comments section is live for you to do so. But they started his own studio, made this game Gone Home, and everything aesthetically and how Gone Home is pitched and just portrayed is a spooky game. You know what I mean? When you look at the front, it looks like a very haunted castle, something that you've seen in a plethora of Resident Evil games or any games with zombies, especially. Like it's a spooky house, and it's dark outside. There's thunder. It's a lot of but it's like a first-person action game, and the game does such cool things. I'm not getting into spoilers, but it's like that's the best environmental storytelling, and that's the precipice for environmental storytelling, where we're now seeing bigger games even look at Gone Home and show it what they did with only having essentially not very many characters on screen in this one house in this very condensed atmosphere, and yet you learn so much about a story that took place and is taking place and is going on. And the way they did that was so revolutionary, and the big twist or whatever you want to call it at the end, just the ending in general, a lot of people cried. There was a lot of emotional heartstrings going on with that, and whether or not you can argue, if you know what actually happens, is it was just a product of the time, and how at that moment indie games had become looked at more as pieces of art, having Journey come out the year before and Unfinished Swan the year before that. Those are games where you're looking at it and you're just damn, dude, what you're doing here is more than just me getting through gameplay. You know what I mean? They're not even really heavily focused on gameplay. If you want to argue, Journey, you're literally walking in sand for 50 miles. But I felt like a motherfucking cool ass dude, and I feel like there's a lot to say with little to nothing to say, actually vocally. So it's when you look at the time that the game came out, you could argue that maybe it was overhyped in retrospect, because I don't know. Either way, I played Gone Home, ruined my fucking life. Really got me thinking, and now everyone's super excited for Tacoma. Same idea, this whole first-person exploration game, interacting, figuring out what went on, but instead of in a spooky house, you're in a space station, and it's a sci-fi drama, I guess, as well, and that in itself is cool, because it's let's see what these guys do. But what it seems like is what I'm seeing is wow, what it seems like that was a really bad sentence, but what it seems like is that people are maybe comparing this game, whether or not it's just in their head and just how this is how they actually feel about the game, because they know that they made Gone Home and that it didn't live up to this isn't Gone Home 2.
Yeah.
You're never going to capture that moment again, because I really think it is a reflection of the time that it came out. So now this game came out, it's super overhyped, it's an Xbox One exclusive, and people are seeing 70s, and maybe they're not going to be as high on it, and that sucks. So I don't know. Go check it out, though. I'm going to check it out this weekend. I'll come back to you guys next week with my own opinions. Let us know below what you thought of Tacoma's marketing strategy as well, and if you think that it could live up to the hype of Gone Home. We're seeing some shit that says otherwise, but we will see. I just saw, though, and Gone Home only had an 86 on Metacritic. So, out of 70 right now on day one, that's not bad.
Bro from the chat said, did you just call Gone Home an action game? And I was going to catch on that. It's not really an action game.
Yeah. I'm also thinking of, a point and click adventure game. That's what I'm thinking of. An action adventure game, more I keep saying action, but I'm more thinking of the adventure side of that. So that's my apologies, because I'm in my I think what I was doing is shortening it down. No, but he's right. There's literally no action in that. I just meant that it's you're going on an adventure, in which case normally there's action associated. Must have fucked up, but you're right. It's not like that. It is kind of like a Telltale game in a sense, where those are technically adventure games, but there's no action, but there's action things, I guess, going on, but there's none of that in Gone Home. So good call, Ruffum. Shout out to Ruffum, community manager. That's why he's here. Slap me in the face virtually.
So yeah, check out Tacoma. Let us know how you guys think about it,
or if you have checked it out.
Yeah, if you have checked it out, let us know right now in the comment section. We would appreciate it. Moving on. Xbox One getting Thumper August 18th. That came out just today.
Boo!
Thumper is getting hitting Xbox One on
Boo!
August 18th. Yeah, I mean,
cool.
It's probably gonna be about $20.
Good for you.
If you guys are not familiar with Thumper, I think you should describe it a little bit better than I can. But
Thumper is literally just like Guitar Hero, but you're a Beetle and you're the things on the track, I guess. No, that's a bad way. It's just any other little rhythm game, but it's really cool because it does this weird gothic art style that like you don't really know what this game is, as far as like it doesn't take place in the real world, but it kind of is like this other dimensional thing, and it's just the visuals are what is impressive. As Alex called me out during the high point of my life, which was when I was playing Thumper on VR, that was why I was super high on it. I play it on Switch sometimes. It's cool, but it's also not something that like I don't think you necessarily got to grab. But Thumper's amazing. Game of the year every year if it's on VR.
Yeah.
Remember, it was almost my game of the year last year. And you talked me out of it.
Yeah.
So good on you.
I did?
I believe. Did I do Thumper as my game of the year? We're gonna have to go back. I don't think I did. I can't. No.
I don't remember.
There's no way.
I don't remember.
I don't know. We'll see. Let us know if you remember that episode.
Friday the 13th approaches 2 million copies, and the developer feels confident in moving on forward. Just today, they announced that they're going to be releasing a physical disc of a physical copy of the game. Physical disc of the game.
Yeah, boy.
And it comes out Friday the 13th on October.
Wow. That's as perfect as it gets. They're like, hey, the movie's not coming out, so they've had this movie planned.
I don't know why we should have called it out. I mean, if it was gonna be a physical release date, we should have called it out probably October, Friday the 13th. That's when we thought Evil Within was gonna come out. Mm-hmm. But I mean,
that was a big miss by Evil Within, but maybe.
Yeah. So the retail version of it is coming to PS4 and Xbox One. It includes a bloody Jason skin and a free clothing pack for playable camp counselors. That's gonna cost $40, the same price as digital versions. If you haven't played Friday the 13th, it's a pretty good game. It's basically Dead by Daylight, but Friday the 13th themed. I would say
that's the perfect way to describe it.
I would say modded Dead by Daylight.
Yeah.
But that's neither here nor there. Publisher Gun Media announced today that the game has moved 1.8 million units in 2 months since its launch. In a press release, studio head Wes Kelter acknowledged the launch issues and said that developer IllFonic has more confidence now in its ability to improve the game moving forward. I quote, "It's been a long 2 months from our team here at Gun and IllFonic. We have had an incredible, supportive, and dedicated community since we launched, and while things haven't been completely smooth, we definitely feel confident moving forward. The team has grown, and we are committed as we are working to add more content, more kills, more to do, and of course, a single-player component to the game."
Interesting. A single-player component is not really something that I give a shit about. Yeah. Because that game sounds like it's doing well just because it's a multiplayer game. But I respect them doing something for people who maybe can't.
I think it's impressive that it's killing it as much as it is, even with all those like server issues and.
I think people just enjoy the gameplay enough to play through the bugs, like like people in the industry are even talking about this as like if you play it and you get it, it's like your game of the year right now. Like, and it's like not worthy really of like, and like you can't compare this game to like Zelda in my opinion because of the bugs and the game is not like you can look at the game and know that's not game of the year quality, but like there's something to be said with good gameplay and just nailing like the idea of a game like you were saying, Day in the Daylight or whatever.
Dope idea. I mean, we're waiting for this game. I think this game got announced probably like a year and a half ago, and everyone was like wondering like, where the fuck is this game? Where's this game at? And I remember seeing it a long time ago, like a release of it, like the game, like a trailer release, and I was like, oh, okay, well, where is it? And I was waiting months, and then we finally got it, and of course it's digital, but now they're doing a physical disc of it.
There we go.
Overwatch Summer Games 2017 event kicks off this week. Oh, actually, sorry, next week. It's coming back. So if you're not familiar with the Overwatch Summer Games, it basically themed characters. So each character represents their own country. Like Zarya has a Zarya skin that represents Russia, so on and so forth. And
I remember this. I played last year.
Yeah, so it was last year, and that was when actually the was it Olympic Summer Games? No. Is that where they had it?
Yeah.
Olympic Summer Games?
London. Yeah, London, 2016.
Right? So the next Overwatch seasonal event is coming up soon. Blizzard today announced that the Summer Games will return for a 2017 edition starting next week. Summer Games 2017 will run August 8th to the 29th. And players will be able to get new skins while a new Lucio Ball map is on the way.
Oh, God. They haven't figured out a better name for Lucio Ball. Jesus Christ. That is the worst name of any game ever.
Additionally, the skins from Summer Games 2016 are returning for this year's event, and they would cost less, which is pretty dope. I didn't get to play the Summer Games. I'm not sure if I was playing it or not.
Mom, you're interrupting my Lucio Ball game. Like, get the fuck out of here. What the fuck is that?
And then here's a rundown of the prices for Overwatch loot box items.
Well, it's the name of the character, and there's a ball. Like, we could just call it Lucio Ball. Like, hey, $1 million for you. Great idea.
I think I played it like once.
I played it with you.
Yeah,
we were like, this is literally a Rocket League clone.
Yeah.
Like, I was not happy.
So legendary skins.
Not happy.
Legendary skins will cost 3,000 credits. Epic skins will cost 750 credits. Rare tier will cost 225. Common tier will cost 75 credits. And then if you want the 2016 Summer Games from last year, legendary skins will cost 1,000. Epic skins will cost 250 credits. Rare tier will cost 75 credits. Common tier will cost 27.
How many credits do you have?
I think I have over 2,000.
Okay.
I was gonna save up for the next event, and but I caved and bought like a Diva emote. I had to.
I was gonna save up for the next event, but then I got high.
Yeah. As for the new Lucio Ball map, it's set in Sydney, while 2016's map Rio Stadiums is also included. Matches will rotate between them. Blizzard has made a number of changes to Lucio's abilities for the mode this year, including the following. The ability to boop enemies has been removed. Lucio's ultimate ability no longer pulls the ball towards the player, but now increases Lucio's speed and the speed of his boop. Summer Games 2017 will introduce...
Is this B-O-O-P?
No, boop. B-O-O-P. Oh, yeah, B-O-O-P. Yeah, boop. Summer Games 2017 will also introduce a second competitive mode for Lucio Ball, allowing players to race... Oh, so this is cool. Summer Games 2017 will also introduce a second competitive mode for Lucio Ball, allowing players to place and rank for Lucio Ball.
Ranked Lucio Ball. Fuck yeah. I'm in it. I'm going to be a pro Lucio Ball character.
Oh
Catch me on the Boston team, the Boston Overwatch team, owned by the Philadelphia Eagles manager. None of this is true. I'm not going to do that.
Insane, dude.
I'm just trying to be cool. I'm just trying to Overwatch. What do you do? I'm overwatching.
You're overwatching?
I'm overwatching these clowns trying to make this game relevant again. This game is big. I'm just kidding. This game's huge.
So speaking of big,
this dick. No,
I like that though. Clever, witty.
We're writing pornos right here, right now, and I'm fucking ready to go.
Jeremy, shout out Jeremy.
I
hope you're watching, Jeremy. Maybe not, because you're whatever.
Shout out.
Yeah, shout out Jeremy.
Big supporter of our show.
Seriously, yeah.
Our channel.
So
Thank you.
He swore, like probably to like God or something like that, he would never get Overwatch.
Oh no, he's doing it.
He got Overwatch. He finally got Overwatch. He got it like maybe a few days ago.
That Battlefront grind finally died on you. That Medal of Honor, Civil of War, or whatever the fuck you're playing, Jeremy. You would play any other game.
Besides, he's like, I never get that fucking game. And then one of our other friends got it, and
I vividly remember him saying it's a game for kids.
Yeah.
I literally can picture him be like, I remember because we were playing and he was playing like Battlefront. That's why I called you out, Jeremy. I remember, but you called it for cartoons. You called it kids. No, this game is for strategy and men. And welcome to the team, boy.
Now he's understanding it, and because he's trying to play as Diva, and I'm like, dude, like, no, you can't play as Diva. Like, that's my main. Find somebody else. Like, come on now. I'll let you have Diva here and there, but like, once we get to comp, don't fucking get Diva, man. Come on. But no, basically him and a group of
you should try May, dude. She's the best character in the game.
Do not get May.
Do you guys need a May on your team?
No, we do not need a May on our team. No, we don't need
May I please be the May on your team? No.
Oh my God.
How about a Junkrat?
No, not even a Junkrat.
Fuck.
Oh, actually, we can use a Junkrat. Yeah, sure. Right. But anyway,
when's practice?
So
we'll talk about this at church.
Yeah, please. Anyway, him and a group of like a small group, like maybe two other friends, say that they would never get Overwatch. They finally got Overwatch. So I'm like, okay, that's cool. So they're learning the ropes. They're learning ropes of Overwatch. It's kind of frustrating, but what can you do? You
love your friends. You gotta hang.
Everyone was like that when it first started. I'm like, okay, that's fine. Of course, it's fine.
You're only a year and a half late.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Come on, man. Come on. Did he eat a big piece of humble pie? Did you guys gas him for the first week?
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, we're still gassing.
Oh, okay. Yeah, good.
Anyway, moving on.
If he ever complains about the game, just be like, well, if you never bought fucking Overwatch, we were doing just fine without you, and now you're complaining. This is fucked up.
Yeah.
Just call him a.
If you haven't played Overwatch,
call him a diva. There we go. Get him.
Yeah, sure.
The real life term.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
You ever watch Tiaras and Saddles or whatever that show is?
No.
Where the cowboys take their pageant daughters to the show.
I'm guessing
Tiaras and Saddles on TLC this Friday.
Wow. I'm too busy watching Rick and Morty on Friday. Sorry.
Does that sound like a real show? Because it wasn't.
I think it's so. I think it is.
No, it's something in tiaras, but tiaras and saddles is definitely not a show about cowboys.
Toddlers and tiaras.
There we go. It's tiaras and saddles where cowboys take their daughters. I think we got something here. We got a porno done. We got a show pitch. We got a show about a porno about a show. Let's do this. We could reuse the saddles. We got so many budgetary needs going on here. Take it away.
SNES Classic pre-orders available this month, Nintendo says. So the SNES Classic is set to release on September 29th for people that live under a rock.
Patrick Starr, talking to you.
Patrick Starr, yeah. In a post on its Facebook page the other day, Nintendo said, "We appreciate the incredible anticipation that exists for the Super Nintendo Entertainment System, Super NES Classic Edition system. It can confirm that it will be made available for pre-order by various retailers late this month." End quote. It did not offer a more specific date than that, nor did it say which stores will be offering pre-orders. Individual retailers may share their plans in the weeks ahead. We'll continue to monitor and track. That's all GameSpot stuff.
GameSpot or GameStop?
GameSpot.
If you're dyslexic, you probably have such a rough time with that.
That sucks, yeah. There have been concerns that in light of how difficult the NES Classic Edition was to find, the SNES Classic Edition will face a similar situation. Nintendo again tried to alleviate these worries, stating a significant amount of additional systems will be shipped to stores for launch day and throughout the balance of the calendar year. End quote. Nintendo previously said its current plan is to only offer the system during 2017, adding that it will offer far more SNES Classic Edition units than it did with the NES model. And then the SNES Classic includes 21 games of Super Nintendo, and one of them is Star Fox 2, the game that was never publicly released. Interesting that they don't announce which retailers. I spoke to my manager about it, and he was like, "We don't know if it's gonna be us." But
GameStop for clarification.
But most likely, we'll probably see Amazon, of course.
Amazon for sure. That I don't see a world where that happens. And
with
this announcement, it kind of makes it feel like it's not the weirdest. Like, it almost adds a little bit of credence to what I was saying last week. And I'm not trying to toot my own horn, but I'm just saying, like, that Walmart thing was almost too convenient. It might have been 2 weeks ago, but that Walmart thing was almost too convenient, where it was like the page was live and the page was ready, where I made the argument that maybe they were just getting ready for the future and someone was actually making the code for the page, and like that page does exist somewhere on a server, but they weren't supposed to hit public, and it just they flipped the wrong switch. And that kind of sounds more viable, but I almost have to expected them to be like, except for Walmart. Just to, like, punish them or something. Like, but I know that's not how world will work, and then Nintendo's not making money, and then it's like, well, Nintendo probably needs Walmart more than, I don't know. There's an argument.
Do you see a retailer being left out?
Yeah. I mean, Kmart's not going to get a pre-order, I don't think.
No,
you know?
I don't think so either.
I think it would have to come down to Amazon, Target, Walmart, Best Buy, GameStop.
You don't see one retailer being left out?
Well, Toys R Us could be left out.
Oh, yeah.
And they do pre-orders for these type of things.
That's right.
And I could see them maybe getting left out. If one was going to get left out of all of those, is that what you're asking?
Yeah,
like
yeah.
GameStop, Target, Walmart, Amazon Stan. This is like tribal council at the end
Best
of every
Buy?
survivals.
Is Best Buy getting thrown out?
I don't know. Best Buy didn't compete well at the Community Idol Challenge. So, like, the first challenge of the week, like, Best Buy wasn't pulling its own weight. No, I think Best Buy would be the one to fall out. I don't think you would get rid of GameStop. Target and Walmart go hand in hand because they're fuck buddies. So, and Amazon's just everywhere, so they're dumb not to do that. Yeah, I would say Best Buy. Best Buy, I'm surprised Best Buy is still in business, to be honest. I made the prediction like 2014 that they'd be gone in like a couple of years. Just because they were doing so much to get your business. Like, you could walk in, show like a screenshot of an Amazon listing, and they would price match it just to get your sale. Like, I mean, they were so easy. Now it's a little bit more.
Well, they still price match.
Well, they give them computers now at their cashier's thing, so they just look it up themselves.
Really?
And they like, no, it's not for that price currently.
Wow,
yeah,
I did not know that.
They do it all themselves. Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, definitely smart.
So like just
for scumbags like me, but
yeah. So I just walk up and be like, hey, like this is $25 on Amazon.
I think they want you to show something, but then
First?
they verify your ass.
Gotcha.
You know how like sometimes they'd be like, go check it, and then like when we worked at Toys R Us together, like there would be a computer behind like guest services, and like we would have to walk across the fucking store because our cashiers were all the way over there and be like, let me go look this up for you, and then fucking run over. It was bad news. But as far as quality control, or not quality control, but quantity control, how much do you think each store would get, and do you think one retailer would get more? Because they do negotiate this shit. It's a fact.
So Ruffin said in the chat real
What's
quick.
What's the chat saying?
He says he's gonna try to get an SNES Classic. He said Best Buy had the last shipment of the NES Classic. Also, Nintendo did some partnerships with Best Buy in the past, especially during E3, like Super Smash Bros. Wii U demos. I think Best Buy is for sure getting the SNES Classic.
Like I said, I think if anyone is, if you want to include Toys R Us is the weird sister.
We could throw that. Yeah,
Toys R Us, I think would be the next one to get off, but before them would be Kmart.
Yeah, 100%.
And then, but then like weird websites like B&H and shit get weird, and like, you know what I mean? There are other retailers online, like Overstock.com had the NES Classic, if I remember correctly. Like,
I think so. When the NES Classic first came out, I think each store got 12.
Yeah, that sounds correct.
I believe it was 12.
I was gonna say 20, but when you said 12, that sounds consistent with Toys R Us.
Nintendo.
They have to up it. It has to be at least 15. Don't be cunts about like that there's a quantity problem.
I was gonna go higher. I was gonna maybe 20 plus.
Well, I'm saying they have to do something to where if you said that there's 3 more NESs at every store in the world, that's a lot of NESs that are more. So like they have to make a marketable jump like that to where if they say there's more and they only send you 13, then that's really whack to me. But if it's like, fucking 3, like that's enough to where it's like not at that store per se, but in the world, there's more out there. They aren't lying. They're going to make some word once we get closer that's like, and they're in stock, and we promise that hopefully they last for at least more than a minute. Like, you know what I mean? Like, there's got to be something there that we can audibly or visually see or hear on the news that, like, hey, they didn't sell it as quick as possible, or like, hey, they're fucking sold out, but it just means that a lot of people got with them as well. So there needs to be a story like that. I'm excited to see where this goes. Let us know below where you think this will land. As far as the date, I'm thinking probably right around Gamescom or something.
So at the end of this month?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what they said. End of this month.
You think they could tie it in with Gamescom? It's not really a Nintendo thing, but... I mean, Gamescom's all games. It's just... They're like, Call of Duty!
Doesn't it Mario and Rabbids come out this month?
Yeah. 22nd. Or 27th? 29th?
29th. Oh, that's another month. I don't know. Nintendo could be just...
Buy a Rabbids game, get a free NES. That's why I shouldn't market anything.
I just sneeze.
What's next on the rap? A sneeze? Bitch, sneeze.
Wait away. You got intimidated. Ugh, excuse me.
Wow.
So that's everything that came out. That's gonna come out.
That proves that we're real people, guys. I know we look like androids.
We're not robots, guys. So yeah, that was everything that's gonna come out. Everything we can expect coming out or has came out. So we're gonna go on to the current news.
Yeah, boy.
PS Plus games are now live. Those include
Mario plus
3,
Rabbids.
Just Cause 3. On the PS4, that's what I said. What did I say? PS Plus.
You games. Said this is what it included.
Yeah, PS4 Plus games are now live. Just Cause 3, and then Assassin's Creed Freedom Cry, which is a spin-off of Assassin's Creed Black Flag, and also the free-to-play game Dreadnought launches into open beta on PS4 today, and Plus members will pick up a free DLC pack for it starting on August 15th. Also, Downwell is for the PS4 and Vita, and then and Vita owners can pick up level 22.
Do it.
PS3, Snake Ball, and Super Motherload. So you guys can pick those up. You have PlayStation Plus. Go pick up those games. Just Cause 3 is a big one.
Yeah, that's the one that we talked about last week. It's kind of crazy, but
yeah, Assassin's Creed Freedom Cry is the one I'm interested in because that one's a spin-off, and that's kind of a newer one.
So basically, go check out our segment or just watch the show last week. We detail these a little bit more, and then know that you can play them right now.
Yes. And then also...
did anyone return Just Cause 3 this week to you?
No.
I told my homie to do it, and he just didn't.
Yeah.
He only paid $20, so he wasn't too mad, but...
Yeah, because if the trade value of it goes completely down once...
Can't you return it, though, after 10 days or some shit?
7 days, yeah. 7 days return policy.
Even if you open it?
Yeah, pre-owned.
Oh.
Anything pre-owned. If it's brand new, I can't return it at all.
Hopefully you got it pre-owned. I'm assuming.
Yeah,
the more we think about this.
We don't sell it new. We don't sell it new.
All right. Cool.
And then
nice.
That was PS4, PS Plus games. Now it's for the Xbox One and 360 games of gold. These are alive as of right now. You can pick up Slime Rancher, Trials Fusion, Bayonetta, and Red Faction Armageddon. I believe they're split up. So Slime Rancher is right now for the Xbox One. And then
They're gonna run out of words for titles eventually. Yeah. Someone's gonna be like, every title's taken. Shit.
Yeah, seriously. August 16th to September 15th is Trials Fusion. And then 360, you could get Bayonetta. And then starting August 16th to the 31st, you get Red Faction Armageddon. Huh. So those are the games with gold. You guys can pick those up right now if you guys have an Xbox, unfortunately.
Games with gold? More like those games are old.
Fucking clever.
Be here for a few more minutes.
Fucking clever, dude.
Ooh, we got some Titanfall 2 nudes.
Titanfall 2 now.
Titanfall 2 nudes? What?
Just nudes, nice.
Nice.
The mechs are just like
just looking like mech. They're a little rusted.
Yeah.
A little dirty. A little dirty.
Titanfall 2 now free on Xbox One and PC through EA Origin Access. So if you guys don't know, Titanfall 2 is EA made Titanfall 2. So now if you have EA Origin, you can go pick it up. It's only $5 per month.
Seriously though, who has EA Origin? Do a lot of people have it? I know Kyle does, like host of After the Previous Podcast, Weekly Movies Podcast. Do you know anybody though? Like, let us know below if you really do use Origin, because I want to know. Or let us know right now if you have a friend or a relative or a cousin or something, because like, especially with this Xbox Game Pass coming out, I doubt anyone's really like. There's better services right now.
Yeah.
So I mean, unless you get first access to Battlefront 2.
Ruffum says it's a successful subscription service.
I know it's the most successful one that we've seen with games, to be honest.
But I don't know anybody that has it. Like, oh, yeah, I have EA game.
We also don't have a lot of friends, I think, that play Xbox predominantly.
True, yeah.
And it's only on Xbox. So, yeah, let us know, though. Call me out.
Titanfall 2 is really, really good. It's probably my shooter. It's probably the best shooter, in my opinion, between Battlefield 1 and Call of Duty Infinite Warfare. I always recommend it to guests, and people are like, "Oh, I never heard of it." I'm like, "Well, what the fuck? Yeah, it's fucking sick, dude. Play this shit. You'll love it."
Get out of my store.
I get pissed. It's just because Titanfall 2 guys got released in that sandwich. It sucks.
Yeah. Titanfall 2 got screwed, and they fucked that movie over. Ooh, I don't know.
Sorry.
I'll
throw it in there.
See, what's cool is that I don't have anything to do with the news when this comes into or like curation. And I'm very happy whenever I can glance over and see something that I would have put as like the first story. Like, it's always nice when I don't tell, because I'll send him some stuff and just be like, hey, I'm going to talk about this and this and this, and like that's pretty much what's going on. But sometimes I'll look over and Alex just knows who his co-host is, and that's what makes a good show host. Before we do that though, I think I'm gonna girst about Pyre.
Oh, yeah, please. Yeah.
Okay. So last week, guys, we had a big moment. Supergiant put out a game. And it's fucking fantastic. Honestly, Alex, what do you know about basketball?
Everything.
Okay. What do you know about religious basketball?
Me.
Okay. So what if I told you that there was a society that exiled people for flaws? And when they get exiled, they have to perform as like gladiator style in the rites, and it's like, and none of these people can really like, all these people have like really sad stories and shit, and they're all just trying to like get back into society essentially, but the game is essentially basketball. So it goes from like a graphic novel. This game is Pyre, by the way. It goes from like a graphic novel where you're flipping pages, and then all of a sudden, dude, you just start playing basketball. And it's the most interesting shit that I've ever. It's like Game of Thrones, but instead of fighting, like they just all hooped at the end of it. But it's like super stylized with like this weird, like gothic, like overly religious way, and like you kind of see like it's very personable, because like what you'll do is you'll go through like a fight, and like you can tell that this is like more important than just how it feels, and like. You beat these guys, and like you not only like are just like, yeah, you beat them, good job, fuck you. It's like, no, you kind of hear a little bit from these people, and you start feeling bad for them, because like you know that they're in the same position that you are, and like you just screwed their way out of like civilization essentially. And like apparently I haven't gotten to this, but you can replay teams, and like when you fight the team again, if they beat you or you beat them, like they'll be like, yo, fuck you, like we remember this. Or like if you're the one who failed, like you play as 3 characters of once. So the way the gameplay with the basketball shit goes, and this is a really hard game to like describe, it's just one of those that you have to go play, and it sucks because I think that's going to be the game's detriment as far as like reaching the mainstream. Like Bastion and Transistor are games that people can at least say like, oh, I've heard of those. But like Pyre, I'm talking about with people who are like playing with me over the weekend, and like they had never heard about it, didn't know what Supermassive was or Supergiant was, and like all this shit. And it's like, damn it, because there's something so brilliant in there just as a concept. Like you are taking this overly religious like Oregon Trail type gameplay where like you're selecting like places to go, and then like you see your little like wagon just go to this place, and then you land there, and then it's like, hey, check some shit out. And it's not like you're controlling any of this. There's no like walking until you, the only real gameplay as far as like traditional moving a character and having an action to be done is during the games. And then once the game's over, you go back to this visual novel where you're learning about people and learning about yourself, and then powering up your characters so that like they get certain abilities. And then you start getting like drawn to certain characters where it's like, I'm gonna start this guy every single time because he's my favorite. But it, like if I don't start this other girl, then she's going to get super sad and she's not going to want to perform as well. So like it's like Persona in a lot of ways too, where it's like who you talk to and what you do and how you make these decisions affects how it, like your players want to like actually succeed to the common goal. Like if that player feels like they're not being like if they feel like they're getting cut out of the overall picture or the overall common goal, then they'll sometimes just be like, well, fuck you. But then some of them will just be like, no, like I want this as much as everybody else, and I don't want to screw my friends over. Like even if you don't treat me like a friend, I still want to be your friend. I still want to be your teammate. And it's so crazy, dude. Like it's honestly one of the craziest like concepts of a game that you can actually see work out, because none of that ever works out. It's like this plus this equals this, and then it's like, well, that game was shit. It was just a clone of all these things. It's like I can see so many different parts of like not only Supergiant's previous games but also just games on the market as far as like style. Like you can look at those people, the 3 in the middle, like those are the Pyre characters. That guy's my favorite, but he's my favorite player. He's like a little quick dude, and like he just moves really quick. So like what you want to do is like when you have the ball, you can run and move, but you can't use any of your attacks. So when you pass the ball to this girl, she can't move, or she can move, but then your other dude, wherever he was on the screen when he passed the ball is where he's stuck at up until you can pass him the ball. So you're trying to draw these characters, and it's like this weird blend of like action mixed with like turn-based. It's kind of like XCOM when you get into like the basketball, but with basketball. Bro, just go play this game, guys. I can't explain it enough. Yogurt certification right now. I haven't beaten it, and between this and Tacoma, I don't know which one's going to get beaten first, but I'm going to check in for the next couple weeks and let you know just how fucking fun this game is. And it's like I keep playing it, dude, and like there's something about it where it's like I don't know if Alex would love this part of the game, but I think he would honestly love the game part of it. It feels like Rocket League with like a heavy religion attached to it. And like, but it's basketball. I don't know.
I'm trying to look it up right now.
It's hard to explain. Check it out though, seriously. And let us know below what you think of Pyre. And if I'm wrong about any of that, fact check my ass. Because I'll fight you. I'll fight you at the Krispy Kreme. That's where I get in all my fights for some reason.
Well, thank you, Garrett, for that Pyre impression. I'm going to look into it.
There's a lot of hail, Alex. That was me trying to be your correspondent.
Yeah.
Back to you guys at the desk.
Like I'm gonna look into it and see what's going on. It definitely has that Supergiant look to it.
Oh, 100%. You can see that it's that game, but it's so ambitious and just smart, dude. Like when you're playing this game, you're just like, this shouldn't work, but it is. And that may sound like a cheap cliche nowadays in games because there's a lot of crazy shit going on, but this game works on a lot of ways. And it's not like Nex Machina, for instance, where it's like that game has a lot of style, but there's not a lot of substance once you get kind of the gif of like what it is. Like you're not going to really be surprised by any of the levels in Nex Machina once you beat the first world. They're all pretty much the same idea. You're just getting at a harder scale and more enemies at a grander scale in a lot of ways too. But with this, dude, there's so many twists and turns. Then like from what I'm hearing is like even if you lose a game, like most people, like if you're playing Madden and you lose a game, like you restart that shit. Like you don't want to flawed record. That's some pussy ass shit. But in this game, like if you lose, like your characters feel it and it like adds to the story. It's really cool, man. Check it out.
Interesting.
Take the show back, please. Please.
Yeah, so check out Pyre, guys. Out for the
PlayStation 4.
cross-platforms?
I don't think so. I think it's just PS4.
Oh, interesting.
I will fact check myself, but yeah, I
PS4
believe
for now.
it's PS4. Might be on PC as well, but everything's on PC.
Yeah, seriously. The latest Pokemon movie is coming to theaters this November.
Yep,
So
Windows and PS4.
Ah, I see. So yeah, check it out if you have a PC and also on PS4. How much is it?
$20.
That's not bad. So yeah, new Pokemon movie is gonna come out.
What? I'm gonna rip off my shirt, but
Pokemon
Twitch will ban us.
movie, I Choose You. That's what it's called. To select theaters on November 5th and 6th.
I know. I'll be November 5th and 6th.
Yeah.
Sing it twice at least.
So the Pokemon Company announced that the 20th Pokemon movie, Pokemon I Choose You, 20th? Holy fuck.
Yeah, man.
Pokemon I Choose You will receive a very limited theatrical run in November. The company has partnered with Fathom Events to distribute the film in select international markets for only 2 days. November
This is the
5th
first
and 6th.
movie, right?
What?
Is this Pokemon like first movie just remade, or what is this?
This is a new movie.
It's just new. Okay.
New movie, yeah. No cities have been announced yet. Just more details will be available soon, according to a press release. So this is a retelling of Ash's earliest days as a Pokemon trainer.
That's what it was. Okay.
The movie chronicles his first encounter with Pikachu and the search for Ho-Ho. For Ho-Ho.
I searched for Ho-Hos all night.
The legendary Pokemon that Ash briefly
In the club
saw
and
at
shit.
the end of the anime's first episode. That's right, dude. We never see Ho-Oh, like, ever, right?
Season 2, I think he has like a little bit, but like
after that, like, we never see like anything about him. I totally forgot that he's a legendary Pokemon.
he's in the first episode of the fucking show. He's the bird in the sky that he sees when he comes out his door.
That's what I said. Yeah. But I'm saying after that, like we don't see him after.
Oh,
that.
not in the first season. No.
After
Because like chronologically, like that game wasn't like he was very much tied to the second generation of Pokemon. Like he was one of the legendaries, him and Lugia. So like they had the idea of him, whether or not he was just made for the anime. He became a part of the game, and then later the second season of the show, I think covered it maybe, but definitely we've seen him, but not in the first season. It was just like. Later on in life, we were like, "Oh shit, that's that bird in the sky!" Like there we are.
Okay.
And I don't really know the exact timeline. Maybe Gold and Silver came out by the time that the Pokemon anime started, but or the show, animated show. I don't know though. Fact check my ass. I dare you. Catch me at the Dunkin' Donuts. I'll kick your ass.
The film features some familiar characters. Two who won't appear are Brock and Misty, Ash's first companions from the early seasons of the anime. In their place, Ash.
Do you think he'll miss she?
Ash will meet new trainers named Verity and Sorrel. Despite its focus on the anime's first season, and the movie also marks the anime debut of Marshadow, the new mythical Pokemon from Sun and Moon. Interesting.
That doesn't make sense.
Yeah, it's weird. Pokemon I Choose You premiered in Japan July 15th, and you'll be able to find more details on the Fathom Events website.
There we are.
Interesting.
Yeah,
You
I like
watch it?
this. I think if it's in a local city, I won't go to LA for it, but I if it's. If it has it, around here, I probably will. Will.
Like Dos Lagos?
Yeah, definitely. That seems like a place. They still play the first movie every summer.
Yeah, they do. It's kind of cool.
Definitely.
Top 20 best-selling games July 2017
Let's do it.
for PS4, real quick.
More like real sick.
Crash Bandicoot number 1. Number 2, Middle Earth Shadow of Mordor Game of the Year edition, because of that sale they had, like it's like only $5, whatever.
3, get it right.
$3, yeah, $3.
$2.99.
God of War 3 remastered. Number 4, Friday the 13th game. Number 5, Rocket League. Top 5. You like that top 5? Pretty solid top 5.
Well, it's just like Friday the 13th is impressive. God of War 3 was on sale. Shadow of War was on sale.
Yeah.
And Crash Bandicoot is impressive. This is for July.
So
that's cool because
on PSN.
it
So
was
it's a PSN. This is all digital.
It was on the top of the list, I believe, for June, and it was only out for a day.
Yeah.
So it's cool that it carried over, and it wasn't just everyone buying it day one. Like everyone who wanted it got it. No one's buying it day 2. Like you know what I mean? I don't like that shit. It sucks, but I'm glad the hype is real and it's maintaining.
Number 6, Grand Theft Auto 5. Number 7, Minecraft PlayStation 4 Edition.
Yep.
8, Call of Duty Modern Warfare Remastered. Number 9, Ratchet and Clank. 10, EA Sports UFC 2. 11, Final Fantasy 12. 12, the Star Wars Battlefront Ultimate Edition. 13, Madden 17. 14 Battlefield 1, 15 Ghost Recon, 16 How to Survive 2, 17 MLB The Show 17, 18 Mad Max, 19 Ark Survival Involved, and 20 Elite Dangerous.
Ark is interesting, but it's just mind-blowing that Minecraft and fucking GTA 5 and all the games that are always on the fucking top 10, like it just doesn't end, and I don't see where people are buying these games from. Don't you already have it?
Dude, yeah, I'm just saying, like, they're always selling. Always.
Yep.
Always. And then PS4, PS3, and Vita deals have been announced yesterday.
Motherfucking Vita.
So a bunch of sales, just like the Shadow of Mordor went on sale for $3. They have another sale. Not really a big, huge, like big games are on there. PS4 owners can pick up Enter the Gungeon for $10.49.
Great game.
Overcooked.
Great game.
Retails for $12. Let's see. Users still have a chance to save on pre-orders as well, including Nidhogg 2 for only $12.74, Sundered $18, and Absolved for $27. PS Plus members can also get a exclusive discount for pre-ordering the Elegiac Last Day of June. The game normally retails $20. Subscribers can grab it for $16.
What is the game?
Last Day of June.
That's the name of the game.
That's the name of the game.
Okay, sorry, because I thought you were saying you had until the last day of June. I was bro, these guys are way behind. It was just July, sillies.
And then some other games. Banner Saga 2, $14. You save $6. Crypto the Nickel Dancer, it's $5. You save $10. Hotline Miami 2, wrong number. Crossbar with the Vita, normally $15, but you can get it for $10.49. Never Alone is $5. Shadow Warrior 2 is $28. Shantae Half Junior Heroes $16. Wise Origin is $14. Originally $20. So these are the and then Ubisoft has their own little sale going on too.
No, Ubisoft.
For Honor is $30, while the Gold Edition runs for $50. And that is Garrett's phone. Far Cry 4 is $16. Far Cry Primal is $22. Assassin's Creed Ezio Collection is $25, regularly $50. That's a big $25 chunk. That's 50% off. Assassin's Creed Black Flag $12. The Division $20. Ghost Recon $36. Rainbow Six Siege $25. Rayman Legends $10. And Steep is $30.
Go pick up Rayman Legends.
So a lot of stuff is like 50% off for the Ubisoft games.
That's fantastic.
Pretty cool. Ghost Recon is 40% off. Division, I guess, is still selling. Whatever. The Ubisoft Publisher sale ends on August 8th, while the totally digital sales run until August 15th.
Nice.
So go on.
Nidhogg. Go pre-order Nidhogg.
And also, Xbox, of course, has their own sale. Real quick. Let's see.
X gonna give it to you. X gonna give it to you.
Inside the Limit Bundle is down to $15. Call of Duty Advanced Warfare is $24. NBA 2K17 is $30. Tekken 7, $45. Let me know if I'm going too fast for you guys. All right. You can't just Google this or whatever. Switching to 360, some of the discount games: Call of Duty Modern Warfare is $10. Modern Warfare 2 is $10. Modern Warfare 3 is $15. Tekken 6 is $5.
And Game Show, your Google searches are read to you.
I'm reading these quick because, like,
there's a lot. You got to get through it all. There's, these games are out. We've talked about them, I assume. If not, then, we'll see.
Let's just go ahead and go to the topic of the show. Unless you got anything else before we go to the topic of the show.
No, just some weird number was calling me. That's my topic of the show.
I mean, there's some other stuff, but not important.
Player Unknown Battlegrounds is huge. That's all you need to know.
We'll go through real quick. Player Unknown Battlegrounds passes GTA 5 and Fallout 4 on Steam charts.
Wow. Whoa. No way.
So Battlegrounds hit 481,000 players, peak concurrent players in July 2017, surpassing Fallout 4's 471,000 from its launch month of November 2015. Battlegrounds already passed GTA 5, which hit 360,000 concurrent players during its launch April 2015. So quickly passed that real quick.
Yeah, it's insane, man. It's just huge, and it's so new that it's like kind of hard to fathom this game comparing to other games that are like juggernauts. And it's interesting once this game comes to consoles how big it'll really be.
So I mean, like the only Valve developed games, Counter-Strike, 850,000 April 2016. and Dota 2 1.29 million March 2016 have higher peak concurrent player figures.
Nope.
This is looking fucking fantastic for people who own an Xbox this fall.
Yeah, I know.
This is gonna be fucking.
Is it coming this fall?
Yeah, coming this fall.
No.
This fall, but no release date.
Got you. Okay.
Yeah, no release date.
Interesting.
But it's all early access. Battlegrounds is early access. They like to let you remind you that. So you run into a bunch of glitches and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Destiny 2 pre-orders surpasses Destiny 1's as Overwatch and the Hearthstone bring Blizzard a big quarter. No surprise there. Destiny 2 actually surprising me that pre-orders have surpassed Destiny 1 just because a lot of people weren't. People
shouldn't surprise you though.
Well, people were iffy about the first one.
Uh-huh.
Like, I'm trying to convince people to pre-order Destiny 2, but people were like, the first one was kind of whack. I don't know. We'll do the second.
Yeah, but think about how long. I'm not trying to doubt you at all, but it's like, think about how many people just jumped on the bandwagon late. Like, okay, look at it this way. Your homie just picked up Overwatch this week or whatever. If Overwatch 2 was announced this fall, would he pre-order? Yeah, but he wasn't going to pre-order Overwatch 1. So I bet there's a lot of people who just picked up the game late, came late to the console generation, and there's just more of an install base than what there was to begin with. So I hope that's what it is, because I agree with you, dude. It's like the Destiny 2, like, not very many people are just buzzed on it. Like, I was just talking with you, and you said you weren't going to play maybe. And I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? We're playing. Yeah. And you're like, nah.
Well, I mean, like, what was it? I think, because people were saying, like, when it first came out, when we saw E3, people were saying, like, oh, this is just Destiny 1.5.
Yeah.
You know, so, I mean.
And I see that complaint.
Yeah.
I definitely do. If you were expecting a different gameplay, then sure. But, dude, you made me buy Rise of Iron, and now we're finally getting a real good story continuation from the Taken King, and, like, you're not going to be there with me? My guardian homie?
Ruffman in the chat says, honestly, I find it strange how the gaming media sites think it's surprising how PUBG is this successful with players unknown Battleground.
Yeah.
Battle Royale games have been a big thing on PC for a while now, starting with Arma 2 and 3 mods.
Yeah, exactly, man. And like, I think this game started as an Arma mod, so I mean, they just, I don't know. I really don't, because like, I mean, it also makes sense though, because like the Hunger Games shit and like Minecraft and all the Minecraft mini games, I was a partaker in those, and those are like crazy cool concepts. So I mean, there's something about this game, and I don't know what it is, but it just is easy to pick up and easy to play and easy to have fun. But I don't know about Destiny 2 if they'll have the same like revitalization that like PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds even expected. You know, like I don't think Destiny 2 will be as big as I'm hoping. And I don't think it's going to be as small as people are saying. Like, you know what I mean? The 1.5 thing is dragging it down more than I think it actually, like, verbally, I think it's a vocal minority. Like, I think there's most people are like, yeah, I'm going to pick it up. But I don't think it's going to live up to expectations. I have this weird feeling that it's going to be like a 7 and people are going to be like, shit, 7's the worst score ever.
Yeah.
Even though there's 6 worse scores. You know what I mean?
Topic of the show.
Topic.
Thank you for that. I thought you were gonna forget, honestly. GameStop will be open on Thanksgiving this year.
Boo.
Unlike the past 2 years. So this all started in 2015 when the GameStop closed. 2016 continued that tradition, closed.
Announced at GameStop Expo.
Yeah, and then this year they did it before GameStop Expo, which is kind of weird.
It's not an announcement to make in a room full of managers.
Well, yeah, yes, I feel like that's like the coward way to go.
Definitely.
You know, like that's kind of like the cheap way to go.
Did they just send an email out to everybody?
So let's take a look at this. Comes from Eddie Makic.
Eddie Redmayne.
In recent years, GameStop bucked the common retail trend and stayed closed all day on Thanksgiving Day. That's changing this year as the store will be open on November 23rd, though only for a short and limited time instead of regular hours. I quote, "To better serve our guests with their evolving holiday shopping needs, this year GameStop will open stores for a short and limited time on Thanksgiving Day." A representative told GameStop told Kotaku, which broke the news today, which was yesterday, or a couple days ago, whatever.
Yeah.
Many of our store associates and guests have asked for this. We have heard the request and are making adjustment to our previous position on this topic.
Alex, how many fucking letters did you write?
Any of them.
How many lighters did you like to get them to change this?
So stupid. In 2014, GameStop CEO Paul Raines said the move to keep its stores closed on Thanksgiving was, quote, out of respect for our associates and their families, end quote. He added, at the time, sometimes we have let the pressure from other retailers distract us from our values. In recent years, GameStop was closed on Thanksgiving Day but open at midnight for Black Friday shopping bonanza. GameStop will presumably compensate Thanksgiving Day employees with an increased holiday pay rate, though this is not confirmed. I mean, I think everyone should fucking get a pay rate, right?
Yeah, it just depends on the laws. If it's a private company, you're fine. But
yeah. Like, GameStop specific hours for Thanksgiving Day 2017 has not been yet announced. They'll probably announce it most likely at GameStop Expo. I would assume.
What the hours are?
What the hours are, yeah.
What do you say?
So what's interesting that they had us do a survey where basically how we felt about opening Thanksgiving. Everyone at my store, I think majority of people at my store were like fuck that, it's stupid. But the last question they ask you, they ask you, what is it? They asked you, what would you prefer? Would you have preferred us to tell you this later so you could or earlier? So you could adjust plans, or would you and then it was like option A, and then option B was like, would you rather have us be open from 3 to 6, and then no, it was sorry, it was what do you want our hours to be? Do you want to be closed on Thanksgiving?
Gotcha.
Do you want to be open on 3 to 6? Do you want to
3 p.m. to 6 p.m.
3 p.m. 6 p.m. 3 hours on Thanksgiving Day?
The fuck is that, dude?
I wouldn't mind going for 3 hours.
No, you can't be mad at that, but 3 to 6 is the most awkward time.
Oh,
I'm picturing like 9 to 12 and then
100%.
stay open or some shit.
Yeah, 100%. I think what they kind of asked the question was like, would you guys be open for want to be open for like 3 hours, something like that? A short shift.
Yeah.
And I was like, 3 to 6 doesn't sound terrible. I mean, that's I'll get paid that day and and it's fine. Whatever. I don't know how I feel about it. Just because I don't have a family of my own. I don't have a family. I don't have kids get to spend Thanksgiving, obviously. But at the same time, and I think last year we opened on Friday morning. I guess 4, 5, 6 a.m. something like that.
Uh-huh.
That was all right. I was chill, I guess. But
got you.
I understand why they're open on Thanksgiving, because I think they probably suffered from Walmart, Best Buy, and Target, because everyone has the same sales. It's not like GameStop has a unique, different sale from if 30
Walmart usually knocks $5 off.
Yeah, if Overwatch is $30 off at GameStop, it's most likely to be $30 off at Target, Best Buy.
They just pull these cheeky things where it's $35.
Yeah.
It's so stupid. But can you be mad at GameStop for opening to compete? No, you can't, because you have to.
Yeah.
Everybody's going to be open. As much as you want to be the nice guy, you can't be when you're losing money. And are people going to wait in line for GameStop Black Friday sales when you're going to be waiting in a line when you could be shopping at every other store in the block? And that's the real question. And when you have people being $5 less, that's not the viable option. Now, from a consumer standpoint or as a worker standpoint, I think it's a little bit... It just sucks that it was announced like this. I wish you guys knew before us.
Yeah.
I just wish you guys knew before us, and it wasn't just this announcement that you're just oh, Kotaku wrote that GameStop's open. It's so stupid. Why the fuck are you telling us? Tell us, I don't know. You can tell us at GameStop Expo as consumers, but for you guys, dude, that sucks, man. To see an announcement, and it's like finding out your wife's cheating on you because you're on the fucking cover of People. That sucks, dude. That would be a bad day for Brad Pitt, you know?
Yeah. Oh, poor Brad Pitt. I wouldn't cheat on you, Brad Pitt.
I love you all the time, Brad Pitt.
It's understandable from a business standpoint. At the same time, you're taking time away from people. What? What's so funny?
I need to stop with the more jokes because they just get more Brad, sit on this face.
Oh my god! Stop.
Yeah, let's do it.
Stop. Oh my god. But yeah, from a business standpoint, sure. From a worker, I don't want to be working Thanksgiving. It was cool because last year's Thanksgiving was the first Thanksgiving in a while where I had it off and I didn't work.
Since the pilgrimage.
Since
the pilgrims came over.
Since I had it off and I was like, okay, this is cool. Like I actually had a good day, but I had to work early in the morning the next day. But
yeah.
But still, I mean, like I spent time with my family. I had a nice dinner, and I think that's what everyone should be in this Thanksgiving.
And there's people without families who actually do want to work. I'm sure there are workers that did want to work because you do get paid more. They rely like. I can't say the same for GameStop, but like I could see for fucking like if you're a server at like Chili's, like I bet you get hella good tips on a holiday, and like you want to be open for that because that's a good money day, and like you are making an increased rate for most places, and that's awesome. But like, you know, I've always kind of been of the mindset where it's like, hey, dude, like money isn't worth this. Like is money worth not seeing your family? Is that worth it for you guys? You know, but everyone's circumstance is different. So that's always been my side where it's like, hey, you have a family to go see and love and eat dinner with. Like, that's what it's for. It's to give thanks, not spend money. But because we're such fucking pigs in America, we keep making Black Friday, Black Tuesday at this point. You know what I mean?
Might
it's
as
like,
well, yeah.
It's fucked. So it's
capitalism.
That mindset sucks because that's the world that we live in, but it isn't unfair of GameStop to come in and be like, hey, we're partaking because we have to. We want to survive. We want to do well. We want to feel right.
I mean, I honestly don't see GameStop. I probably shouldn't say this, but I mean, open for like the next 2 years.
Yeah, I
3
agree.
Years.
Yeah, because they're doing the. It's either that GameStop has to change or GameStop has to like GameStop is not going to be GameStop. It'll just be like the Think Geek store or something, and they'll have games.
Well, that's what's happening.
Yeah.
So we're one half is gonna be Think Geek, collectibles, all that shit. Basically, half off topic, half games.
Really?
That's basically what's gonna happen. Yeah. It's interesting. So GameStop is doing whatever they can to stay afloat.
I don't know why GameStop hasn't like brought in comics too, because there is a crossover with that, and I know comics isn't like a big business, but it's like, dude, I would throw everything in there. I'd throw a Krispy Kreme side shop in there, get as much business as you can. Okay. But I don't think that's what the GameStop should be, and I feel like that's just marketing and capitalism and fucking economics, where it's like, we gotta do this because we bought this for X million dollars and we're dying, and it's like the day. The day, bro. The day that that Nintendo, I could almost see a letter typed out like this and signed by like CEO of PlayStation, CEO of Xbox, and CEO of Nintendo. I could see this perfectly happening right here, and it's not them signing like a document or like a contract. I just mean that they're signing like a letter to the people who play video games to say that like, we're no longer going to fuck around, and if you buy your games digitally, they're now only $50. And the minute that happens, guys, the minute that happens, every store is going to shit their fucking pants. Every store is going to shit their fucking pants. That Amazon Prime 20% off deal, that's only $2 less, and you got to wait in the afternoon where you could just have that shit preloaded, ready to go at midnight. The minute that they feel like they don't lose enough money from the brick and mortar stores, they aren't like, once they see that digital has become 70% of the people mostly buy digital, once you see that number, you're like, we're going to make most of the money ourselves. We don't need to cut a check to Kmart every time they sell a game. Why would we do that? That's stupid. We're going to just put it on our store, and we're going to make 100% of the profit, split it with whoever made the game or whatever our deals are there. But fuck that guy. We don't need GameStop. They need us. And like, once that is comfortably said and made out loud, but people love shopping, and I don't know if shopping is going to die, but there is this boom of technology, and there is this boom, especially on Switch, where people just want to stay digital. And that's why Switch games like hard copies are hard to find. That's why I don't play games on the Switch. Or that's not why I don't play games. But it's like, I didn't buy Splatoon when my pre-order got canceled because I couldn't rebuy a disc. And I love hard copy games, like games that I love, like PlayStation exclusives. I want them all in hard copy. You know, Pyre, I'm not crying because I don't have a disc. But Friday the 13th, we were talking about getting a disc, and I was like, maybe I'll play Friday the 13th. And it's like, why the fuck is my head like that? But that's just how I am. I'm sure most of you guys have your own preference. Alex, what do you think about just GameStop trying to survive? Do you think Black Friday really matters? Like, Thanksgiving really matters?
I mean, I if they're open, if they have to be
You
open,
guys have a large line normally, no?
like last year we did.
Or is that just people getting most of their shopping done and then going to GameStop?
I think what it was because we released the exclusive 3DS Mario Brother ones.
Okay, I don't remember.
People were lining up for that. It's like a white and black one. They have white and black. It's like a Super Mario themed. It's a Super Mario. It was a 3DS, and people were lining up for that. They weren't essentially lined up for like deals and shit like that. There was for that and for the mystery pop boxes.
Oh yeah.
That was all. That was it. So I unless GameStop does a fucking crazy sale, try to sign some papers with somebody, or have exclusives only you could get at GameStop and like another 3DS. But I mean, I don't know about that. But I mean, it's just a sale you can only find at GameStop. Like the
year of the Yoshi, we got Yoshi exclusive 3DSs only here at GameStop come through.
I don't know. Tell us what you guys think in the comment section.
I don't know. Honestly, I don't know if this makes a difference. No, but I'm saying like I agree with like let us know what you think because like from what we're both taking is like I can't think of a reason why GameStop would stay open on Thanksgiving that would prove to be a viable reason for them being more successful this year than last year.
Like
maybe
they're just down. Maybe they're just really down.
Maybe all money's good money.
Maybe they just got hurt in the past 2 years where like hey fuck we have to make up. We have to make it up. Like this is like we kind of got fucked.
But again, how much is one?
But you hire people to run the numbers like hey we're gonna lose this much money if we're not open or whatever. But yada yada and like so. I gotta know.
But we have goodwill with our employees. People want to work there. People are happy.
I don't know.
Going into the new year, where that's the most common time for people to leave an establishment, especially in the service/retail industry. Like, the fuck are you talking? Like, you know what I mean? There's numbers that provide both ways, and it's like you've already taken a stance on this. So now that you have to go against that stance, you're the bad guy.
Yeah.
And 100%. It sucks. And it's like you're not the bad guy because you're just competing. But it's like. I just wish they weren't flippy floppy because it's GameStop. You know what I mean?
Well, part of the CEO of GameStop says, out of respect for our associates and their families, sometimes we have to let the pressure from other retailers distract us from our values.
But what's the values? To make money? Is that what they mean?
Well, I mean...
Am I misunderstanding that sentence?
No.
Because I heard you say it the first time, and I don't get that. Like, they distract you from your true values. Sorry, we thought we were more of a family company. We wanted you to spend time with your family. You still got to be here at midnight. It's not like you don't have to take a nap or prioritize your day if you're working at midnight. You know, that's not fucking a day off. That's not 24 hours off. You're off for 17, maybe. Like, I don't know what time you guys close, so I may be wrong. It's a little bit more than 24. No? Well, I don't know. Fuck it. Right. Let us know, though. Seriously, what is the reason that they could, if they, one day, they are open for those couple of hours, what difference could that make? Let us know below. We're going to get the fuck out of here. Alex, where can I find you?
NapGod27, twitch.tv/NapGod27. You can find me on Twitter, I_am_Jammy, JAMING13. And we have Garrett.
You know what else is going to kill GameStop? Gamefly. Go on over to gameflyoffer.com/AndGames. Get one free trial this month. You could just get a free game. Go ahead and play it. It could be Pyre, except it can't because there's no box release. But if you wait until, October 13th, you could get Friday the 13th in box form on July. On Gamefly. No, not on July. On Gamefly. But don't wait that long because we would really love your support. You can follow me on Twitter at Yogurt, YOGRTT. You can go on over to soundcloud.com/InRotationRadio. Just like Jet Set Radio, just In Rotation Radio. That's all my music preferences. Go fuck with that. Shout out to Emilio Paredes. Locate Emilio. Love you, dog. Go check out our interview. That's also on our SoundCloud feed, /iTunes feed, /every single podcast feed. Love you very much. Thank you for watching the show. And I'm going to go watch The Dark Tower and probably hate my life.
It's a bad movie?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
That sucks, dude.
That's what I'm hearing. I can't reserve my own opinion.
Yeah, that sucks, though.
Yeah.
Hope's not.
There's a lot of reshoots, and the director wanted to leave, and then I think a writer changed, and then the movie there's an announcement where it was only an hour and 30 minutes, and that's a sure tell way to know that your game's not very good.
That's a good movie. Later, guys. Peace out. Catch you guys later.